Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the January 7th, 2025 Board of County Commissioners meeting. Would you all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Good morning again. The first thing we have on our agenda are our minutes from last week. Gentlemen, do you have any additions or corrections?
I do not.
Okay.
I move to approve the proceedings of the Board of County Commissioners for Tuesday, December 31st, 2024 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the proceedings of the Board of Commissioners of Montezuma County, December 31st, 2024. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, we have no planning this morning. So we'll go right straight into public comment. The Board of Montezuma County Commissioners welcomes you to this meeting. Persons speaking during the public comment will be limited to 3 minutes, or depending on the number of people wishing to speak, it may be reduced to allow all the members of the public the opportunity to address the board. When addressing the board, please state your name and address for the record prior to providing your comments, and comments to individual supervisors or staff are not permitted. Participants may not yield their time to others. And with that, the public comment session is open.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Eleanor McFarland, 18405 Road P.2 in Cortez. We want to thank you publicly for hosting the 2 recent listening sessions regarding Resolution 2, 2015. We view them as a rare opportunity to present you with facts you would not learn from any other sources, and to provide the kind of objective information based on real experience you need to make your decisions. We appreciate the time and consider it well spent with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Next. Okay. Seeing none other, we will close the public comment session of this, and we will jump right down into unfinished business. First of all, we had presented to us yesterday by our finance officer a resolution authorizing a bank account for the sheriff's office for the reimbursement of fees. This will be a $1,000 maximum, and we'll replenish it as we need to take care of the fees that we have to pay back from the sheriff's office. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay.
I move to approve Resolution 1, 2025, a resolution authorizing a bank account for the Sheriff's Office for reimbursement of fees.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to accept Resolution number 1, 2025, a resolution authorizing bank account for the sheriff's office for reimbursement of fees. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, next up, we also had 5 items submitted by our Social Services Director yesterday. The first one is a Memorandum of Understanding for the Colorado Child Care Assistance Program. And this is kind of just something that is pretty much standard. And Stephen, you don't have anything to add to this one, do you?
No, I don't. It's really just about, this is an agreement that the county is already part of, and this is just changing the terms and extending the current agreement. So exchanging the term, talking about how long the term is, not the specific terms of the agreement itself.
Just the
duration.
The duration, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I move to approve this Memorandum of Understanding Amendment Number 2 between Colorado Department of Early Childhood and the Montezuma County Department of Social Services.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the Memorandum of Understanding Amendment Number 2 between the Colorado Department of Early Childhood and Montezuma County Department of Social Services. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. The next one, we also had a senior services substitute cook contract. which was also presented. This is basically to have somebody ready to go to fill in as a cook, as we have a cook that's out on vacation, sick, or as life happens, we have somebody to fill in and get ready to go. So with that, Commissioner?
You guys okay?
Yeah.
I move to approve this professional services agreement between the Montezuma County Department of Social Services and the Senior Services Center to provide a work for a contractor, paid $100 a day for substitution cook.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to accept this professional service agreement for the Montezuma County Department of Social Services for the Senior Services Center for a cook. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, the next one we also had presented was the Rocky Mountain Health Foundation grant. This is a grant submission form. It's in the amount of $10,000, no match.
I move to approve this Montezuma County grant application form for the senior services in the amount of $10,000 from the Rocky Mountain Health Plan with no cash match.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to accept this Montezuma County grant application submission form for senior services in the amount of $10,000, and the funder is the Rocky Mountain Health Plan. Any discussion?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. We also had another one for the Anschutz Family Foundation grant, and it was also a grant submission form. Got a lot of them today.
I move to approve this Montezuma County grant application form for senior services for general operating fund for the Anholtz Family Foundation in a sum of $10,000 with no cash match.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the Montezuma County grant application submission form for the senior services from the Anschutz Family Foundation in the amount of $10,000 with no cash match. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Lastly, we had a MoCo transportation vehicle wrap. This was also presented yesterday, which we can see the wraps, and they were going with option number 2, which we felt was obviously more visual and visible. So it will stay within the $15,000 that we had budgeted. And I guess all we have to do is have a motion on that.
Do we need one? Motion?
I think we need to spend the
Okay.
funding
Well, we can make one.
because it's over.
I would so move, we authorize MoCo Transportation to use option number 2 for the vehicle wraps for their vans and buses.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the proposal for the MoCo transportation wraps, not to exceed the amount of $15,000. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next we have a decision related to resolution number 2, 2015. Again, we discussed this. We've had a couple listening sessions, and I think we're ready to make our decision today. So
Yeah.
with that, go ahead, sir.
I would so move, we rescind resolution 2-2015. It kind of speaks for itself, but we will take a balanced approach to all energy sources in Montezuma County.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to rescind resolution number 2, 2015, a resolution in support of renewable energies. Is there any further discussion?
No.
I guess I have a question about,
Okay.
Go ahead.
so you're just amending it to,
He's rescinding it.
We're just
Gone.
taking the
oh,
whole,
okay.
making the
Okay,
whole thing go
I
away.
didn't catch all you said, so,
He said rescind it, so,
yeah,
correct.
no,
Yeah.
no problem.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else, sir? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, now we're down to the 2025 organization of the board. Montezuma County, this was presented also yesterday. You guys have any questions,
No.
comments?
I don't.
Okay, then,
I would so move we organize the board for 2025 as presented.
Second.
been moved and seconded to accept the 2025 organization of the board for Montezuma County as presented. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, we have the 2025 BOCC schedule. This was also presented yesterday in our workshop. I looked at it again last night, and I again did not find anything else. But this is also subject to change, just due to life happening. But it's pretty well a picture depicted of everything that we'll have going on for the year 2025.
I would so move we approve the 2025 Board of County Commissioners for Montezuma County, the schedule.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to accept the 2025 BOCC schedule as presented. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And lastly, we did have the sheriff's office come in along with the command staff. We were looking at a resolution for additional financial controls of the sheriff's office. We can still put that out there today if we want to, or we can give it till Q1 to see how things go. So it's really a decision of us now.
I would so move we table it
Okay.
till at that time.
Second.
How about we table it till like April
March 31st,
10th?
April 1, April 10th?
Because we've got to have 2 weeks after to see Q1,
Okay,
April 15th.
that's correct.
And Commissioners, I would table it until that date unless something else arises to where we need to bring it back
So
in front of
maybe
the Commissioners
just a
prior
table.
to.
Yeah, we'll just table it, and as
Okay.
the need arises, we can bring it up.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to table the resolution for additional financial controls of the sheriff's office and reviewed as needed. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, new business, Ms. Frizzell, I see you sitting over there. We have a couple liquor license renewals. First off is for the Pleasant View Liquor LLC. Good morning.
I have a liquor license renewal for Pleasant View Liquor LLC located at 2606 Highway 491 in Pleasant View, Colorado.
Everything.
Everything been approved by the
Everything's
sheriff?
approved, yeah.
Okay.
I move to approve this renewal liquor license application for Pleasant View Liquor LLC at 26060 Highway 491, Pleasant View.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to accept the retail liquor license renewal application for Pleasant View Liquor LLC located at 26060 Highway 491, Pleasant View, Colorado. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
The next one's for Love's Travel Stop and Country Store Incorporated, located at 7006 Highway 160-491 in Cortez, and everything's been approved.
So before we move on this one, we kind of had a question yesterday. It's already been a year
Yeah.
that they've
For
been
Love's.
in operation down
Yeah.
there? Wow.
Actually,
Okay.
it's been a little over a year. It takes a little bit to get their liquor license to go through, so it's actually been a little bit more longer than a year that they've been down there.
Right.
It looks like Maverick's coming right along, too.
Yep. Okay. Well, there you go. Years go by quicker than
Yeah.
we think. All right. Everything is checked out?
Yep.
Okay.
I move to approve this retail liquor license renewal application by Love's Travel Stop and Country Stores Incorporated at 7006 Highway 16491, Cortez, Colorado.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the retail liquor license renewal application for Love's Travel Stop and Country Stores Incorporated, located at 7006 Highway 160/491, Cortez, Colorado. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, moving right along. Mr. Tarnowski, it's your time.
All right, I'll just start my report by saying it's only Tuesday morning. It's already been a busy week. We opened up a new child welfare case yesterday, so I was in court yesterday afternoon for that. I've got an adult protection hearing this morning. I've got a small child welfare docket tomorrow. So quite a lot of court appearances for me this week. In terms of the civil litigation, current and recent, one important update I do want to give to the board is that I've been in communication with the attorneys for the Pax brothers there on Road 41. And just yesterday evening, I was informed that they are going to begin removing the fence on that section of the North Ranch this week. So I think that's a really good development for the county. Over the weekend, I was working with Lance Ingalls there, who's our contract counsel on the dollar store case. I reviewed his final drafts. That briefing deadline is coming up here in just a few days, and everything looked good to me. I didn't really have too much to give as far as feedback. I think he's done a great job with that, so that'll be filed here, and then we'll be waiting for the court to make a decision. And then just some other odds and ends I'm working on here. I'm working on an MOU for the landfill about city police use of the dead animal pit at the landfill. Another update I got was that the sheriff let me know that there was a motion filed for early release of a detainee in the jail, but the court found that because that individual is going to be released so soon anyway, there's really not going to be any response needed to that. So seems like that's not an issue. And then I'm also doing some research for the health department about a stinky pond that I'm hoping to get an answer back to them by the end of this week.
It was active this morning.
Tough deal. Good luck with that one.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Travis.
Commissioners, a lot of end-of-year cleanup stuff, getting budgets and documents to DOLA. Hopefully that'll be done here very shortly. Great evening listening sessions related to the solar projects on ag land. I had some evening sessions with those. A lot of follow-up with KRW, who is our auditor and consultant for the sheriff's office. They're going to be starting next week. I'll get with the commissioners on your availability of times to meet with them. And the CIP program has been transitioned over to the town of Mancos. That's about it.
All right. Questions for Travis? Okay. All right. Ms. Kim, do you have anything? All right. No report. Commissioner Copenhaver.
I don't have much to report this week. Like Travis said, we had the listening sessions, but as far as other meetings, I haven't had any. They'll start in this week. I've got a couple this week, but I haven't had anything since last week, so things are pretty quiet.
Okay. Commissioner Lindsey.
That's about the size of my report. I have some Region 9 stuff coming up and meetings next week, and I don't even have city council this week. It's next week.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's one of those big gaps that
Yeah, it's a
falls
gap.
every now and then.
And my report is going to be the same as your all's, and echo everything that you stated on the things that we have done for the first couple of days of the year, but it's getting ready to get heated up pretty quick because we do have the legislative process getting ready to get going, and things will get real busy. But as for now, that is all I have. With that,
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
been moved and seconded to adjourn this January 7th, 2025 meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you all.